we are going to show the process of starting your plant from seeds, and you'll see it from seed to finish. And I'm going to do videos in between and everything and show the process of the seeds and the sprouting and how they're doing and then what to do from here till you stick them in the ground come March 1st. That's supposed to be our last day of frost. I'll come clean. I usually don't start from seeds. I do some, but really mostly what I start from are the pre-started plants that you can buy from your big box store. That's my cat trying to jump onto the counter. Hi, Cheeto. My daughter's cat, Cheeto. Hi, Cheeto. What are you doing? She's a new cat, so she's still kind of getting used to us. But, you know, starting from seeds, you save a lot of money. You can buy a pack of seeds for $3-4 bucks. These from Baker Creek, which is a really cool seed supplier. I'll show you what I got. Their seeds were $2.75, $4 bucks for a pack, and you got really cool heirloom tomatoes and stuff. You're buying from the big box stores, you're paying $5 bucks per plant and you get one plant. You know, these ones come 10, 15, 25 seeds in a pack. So you save a lot of money. You know, I tend to lean towards that, saving money with my garden. Everything out in my garden was all done for free. I didn't pay a dime for mostly any of it. When it comes to the lumber that I built, you know, the borders for my garden beds, all that was resources, free stuff. People were getting rid of it. I said, I'll come get it. And they said, come take it. So I bring it in. Same thing with the soil to fill those little beds. I found somebody off of Facebook Marketplace who was moving. They had to get rid of the dirt from their garden bed. And I went and got it. So you got to put a little bit more work to do that kind of stuff, but it's very doable. That's why I'm trying to start from seeds here and start it right. You know, sometimes you try to cut corners and it really, you pay for it on the other end because it just doesn't. Hi, kitty. Here's my other cat. Hi, Orange Kitty. Come on. You want to be in the video too? Everybody wants to be in here. So we're going to start from seeds this time and do it correctly and not cut corners. So what I've got here is just this Jiffy. I bought this at Walmart for like $6 bucks. And it's a natural organic seed starting mix. I've come to learn you can't just start seeds in anything, so that's why we're using this. It's nice, loose, it doesn't come back down. It's easy for the seeds to sprout. It's organic, which everybody likes. You want to stay organic. We've got some soil there, and these are just some seed trays. Babe, I promise I washed these off before I brought them into the house. Just some seed trays to keep the soil contained and everything good. Let's check these out because I'm excited about these. I think I said it before, it's Baker Creek. They've got really, really cool stuff. Although they're kind of getting sold out on stuff online, I saw it because it's just that time of the year. But anyways, what we're going to be growing this year, I've got some jalapeno peppers. These are Greg's Grande jalapeno peppers, California Wonder bell peppers, Berkeley tie-dye pink tomatoes, kind of like a red tomato. They got really cool coloration on them. These are the big rainbow tomatoes, so they kind of look like Mr. Stripey's to me. Just a beautiful orange tomato, which we really loved them last year. They're really good just to cut up raw and even eat. These next two are some of my favorites I'm excited for this year. And these are black strawberry cherry tomatoes, which are really pretty black-red colors. They almost look purple. And these ones I'm really excited for. I can't wait to see, you know, to grow these and try them. These are the other favorite, Brad's Atomic Grape. These are really cool tomatoes. They're grape tomatoes, so kind of like a cherry tomato, but not exactly, but kind of still same small, you know, tomato growth. They almost look like little galaxies on them. They're really cool. So I'm excited to grow all these. So that's that for those from that Baker Creek. For the watermelons, I like to grow sugar babies because they're small watermelon. They don't get too big. The vines don't go too crazy. I tried growing like some Congo watermelons and crimsons and stuff like that, but I just don't have enough room for them. So unfortunately, they kind of just took over the garden, went over into the neighbor's yard, and luckily my neighbors were cool and just whatever grew over there I let them have. But it was just too much, and I grew too many in one little space, and it just didn't work out great. So sugar babies, you don't get a lot of watermelons, but they stay contained and they're really good. These I grew last year. These are sweet peppers. They're long peppers. These are really good. They're really sweet. They're really tasty. I'd be out there working in the garden. I need a snack. I'd go up, grab one off the vine, and eat it right away. They're really good. So I'm excited for these also. Got some sunflowers. These are Russian mammoth sunflowers. So they'll get really big. They really help bring in pollinators, and they're just cool to have in the garden. Although you got to grow sunflowers by themselves. I guess sunflowers would draw a lot of nutrients out of the ground. If you have some stuff growing next to them, they won't do very well. And I found that out with jalapenos 2 years ago. I planted some jalapenos next to my sunflowers, and maybe there's another reason, but they did really bad. The jalapeno plants never got bigger than about 6 inches. No jalapenos at all. They just didn't do very well. And I've got some marigolds here. These are just an assortment of all different colors. And these just help with pests and keep them out of the garden. I got all different colors here of them. And they look cool. So I like to plant these just all over the garden. Every single bed will have 1 or 2 in there. Got some mysteriums. These are really cool. They're really pretty edible flowers. You know, I like to grow these. We have them in salads, and they just help bring in pollinators. Some lavender here, which, you know, we've been wanting to grow lavenders to be cool. I'm gonna put these in pots, and we can just clip them and have them. My wife likes to dry them out and use them for stuff. Just a perennial mix of flowers. So just a lot of different flowers. You know, we got to bring in the pollinators. So the way to do that is put flowers down. So I'll probably end up getting a wildflower mix, and I will go out into the garden and spread it around and rake them into the ground and do that also, just to help with it. Cover crop and pollinators. This here is some cilantro, just some organic cilantro, and which I found out this year that cilantro is not a summer plant. Although everything you want to eat it with grows in the summer, but these don't. They grow really well in the cooler. You know, I didn't know that. So we're gonna get these going, and hopefully we'll get some decent cilantro this year. This here is just a culinary herb garden pack. Just a bunch of different herbs that we can grow. You'll see out there, I've got some boxes, and that's what I want to grow my herbs in this year. So it'll just be kind of really cool little herb garden, and we can pick from it and use it, and it'll be really good. These are some basil seeds. So at Baker Creek, when you order, you get some free seeds, which is really awesome. So this is blue spice basil. So I'm going to sprout these, and I will grow basil in between all my tomatoes because they're a good companion plant, and they grow really well together. I've done that every year, and it's worked really good, and it's really nice to rip off a piece of basil and take a tomato and cut it up and eat it right there fresh out of the garden. It's really good. This here last is kind of a funny seed. I think it's roses. I think these are roses seeds or rose seeds. I'm not sure. I bought these probably 7 years ago off of Wish. I don't know if you guys know what Wish is, but it's kind of a site where you buy stuff for cheap. I remember purchasing these because they were supposed to be some weird colored roses, or even like black roses, or blue striped with white, or something like that. My guess is they're probably just regular old red roses, but we're gonna sprout them this year because I found them and I forgot about them, but we found them. So I'm gonna sprout them. We're gonna see what comes out of it. I've got a container out there that I'm gonna grow it in, and we're just gonna see what comes up. You know, it's kind of exciting little surprise. So who knows? That's it for the seeds. What I've got here to start the seeds in are these little greenhouse, I don't know what you would call them. They're just little seed trays. And what I really liked about these is they have these little full spectrum LED lights. Now it comes 8 on one of these, and what they do is, let me get these apart. They just click on top of here, if I can get it on there, push them in, and they've got little lights on them and little breather holes so you can get more moisture, less moisture, or humidity. So you set these up. They come with a USB charging port on it, so you can plug it in, and it puts out some light, because unfortunately here I don't have a good window to start my seeds in. I don't have a really sunny spot that I can put these in and they'll do well. I tried a couple years ago, but unfortunately my cat got onto the windowsill and he knocked them all down. So some survived, some didn't. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna give these a try and set them up, and I'll show you them when they're all set up. And I guess I can plug one in now and we can kind of just get a look at the light so you can see. They're really cool. I'm really excited about these. I've been telling everybody about them, so hopefully they work well. And all you do is snap that in, plug this guy in. Check that out. It's like a little greenhouse. They're full spectrum lighting. It's got your reds and blues and whites, and I'm really excited. I'm really hopeful. I really hope these work out well, because if they do, this is gonna help us out a lot with our seeds. So yeah, so let's go ahead and we'll get these started. All I'm gonna do here is get everything out of the way. Hi, Cheeto. So yeah, you've got these cells here. They come with 12 in a row. They go in there. They've got the little tray to keep the water from spilling everywhere. And put that on there. Stick this guy on top, plug in the light, and you've got lights for your seeds. So we'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and we will get our seed starter opened up. Cut this bad boy open. Nice little seed starter mix, just light stuff. Looks like coconut core, some moss, a little bit of perlites in there. It smells good. I guess that's a good sign. All I'm gonna do, get a handful, and I'm just gonna start packing these full. Just, I guess it's got some big wood chips in there. Get that stuff out of there. You don't want that inside there. And I'm just gonna go through and fill all these up. Fill them all up so they're nice and full. You don't want to pack stuff down too heavy when it comes to seeds, because they need really loose soil. So that way the seeds can start. And if you compact the soil down, it's harder for the seed to sprout. But you want these to be pretty full. Spread around, all nice. Get your little tray under it so you don't make a mess in your kitchen. I wanted to do this outside, but we're kind of having some storms. It's windy and cold. So you see this here? Just nice and packed in there. There's no air spots. You can tell it's full all the way around. I forgot to grab some popsicle sticks to write the names of these things on. I will be right back. Popsicle sticks. Found some. They're just wooden popsicle sticks, nothing special. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do here is take some tomatoes, these guys here, and I do about 2 seeds per cell, just so you know, you can kind of guarantee you're gonna get some growth there. Kitties are helping today. What I'll do is get these seeds kind of dumped out here to where I can get to them. Grab a plate here. Got a plate here. And dump the seeds out onto that. And I'm gonna use this little pen cap, and I'm just gonna go right in the middle here. Right in the middle. And make a little indentation. I'm gonna take 2 seeds. 1, 2, and just drop them in. And I'm going to cover it back up with soil. I'm going to do that to every single one and every single plant that I have here that I want to grow. And after I'm all done, I'll go through and water everything, get everything really soaked down. Probably should have pre-soaked the soil before, but it's not too big of a deal. I'm going to water it. There's going to be water at the bottom of the tray. It'll soak the water up, and eventually they'll be covered, and they'll be good to go. So now I've got the seed in there. I'm just take my little tomato stick, and I know that these are black strawberry tomatoes. So I'm just gonna write a B, S, and I'm just gonna put Tom. So I know that they're black strawberry tomatoes. I just stick them at the end here, right there, and cut it down to size if I can't get the lid on, which I can't. So I'll snap a little bit off and stick it in there. And you don't need to do one for every single one unless you're really mixing up here. But I'm just gonna do these 2 rows will be black strawberry tomatoes, which I'm gonna do 4 of each, but I really wanna make sure I get all of them. And if the other ones sprout and they do well, I'm gonna give them to some friends, my mom, my sister, they all garden, and they won't go to waste, but I don't wanna overcrowd my beds. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get this all done, and I will show you where I've got it all set up in my room. And I'm gonna put the timer, I'm gonna put the lights on the timer, and that way they'll come on every day on their own. I don't have to watch them. Probably set it for just 8 hours. And yeah, so when it's all set up, you'll see it, and you'll see it all working. So we'll be right back. Definitely pre-dampen your soil. Got those seeds done, went to put a little bit of water on them. Found out that this stuff doesn't really take on water through there. And it tells you to pre-soak it, so maybe read the instructions. And like I said here, I don't really start seeds. This is all kind of new to me, so it's kind of a learning curve. And that's what gardening's all about. You're gonna make mistakes, and you just gotta figure out how to, you know, do better. So before I got too far along, I dug the seeds out and dumped some of this into a seed tray here. And I'm just gonna go through and soak all this stuff down, so that way it takes on water better. When I was putting water on there, it was just kind of floating at the surface. It looked like it wasn't going to absorb it at all. So yeah, pre-soak everything, which I'm sure you can probably find that everywhere. Yeah, and I like to learn things the hard way. Why not, right? So I'm just going to go do this, get it all stuck down, and redo it. Okay, I've got all the seeds done, everything's in. Took a little while, but I just put on some gardening videos on YouTube and got after it and got it all done. Everything's planted, all the seeds are in, and I've got all the seed starters are all set up with the lights and everything going. It looks pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. I really hope these work, and I'm going to show you guys here all the seed starters. So it's pretty cool. You see they've got these LED full spectrum lights on them. I've just got them set up on a little shelf here. So we're gonna see how they do. I'm really hopeful. I really hope they all take off and everything works. They're really good. I do have to get about 3 more. I unfortunately ran out of room. I got a little crazy with the black strawberry tomatoes, so we'll see. I'll get about 3 more, redo them, and you know, we'll do those in a separate video. These were 20 bucks for a set of 5, and that's not bad. So we'll see how they go. The next video we'll do a garden video, and I'll show you guys everything out back in my garden. All right.